Wi-Fi issues. I'm back online. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Joe Hernandez. I am the assistant for the Police Club and the Adaptive Fitness Center. I welcome to our LA Valley College Adaptive Fitness Center and Abilities Club press conference. And I can't believe I'm doing this on a Saturday, but there are Wi-Fi issues here at home I'm dealing with. I'm also dealing with. So we got that fixed and issue taken care of last night. So I didn't want to do it last night because we had the happy hour going. So I canceled that press conference and doing it today. So I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Saturday day off and the weekends off. I will be on here tomorrow doing my ministry. So if you wonder what I'm doing on this, but anyways, I open up every press conference I do. I open up the live chat now, so you guys can type in questions or comments. I will definitely answer them. I'll do my best to pay attention to that. But I typed in my email address. You could contact me there. I periodically check it and see, and it goes to my phone anyways. Um, so if you have any questions or comments or etc., please feel free to email me, or you could type it into the live chat if necessary. Um, I have some updates for you guys that transpire over the week. The president didn't do an update on the student. He took a week off of that, but he is going to do a YouTube uh, update meeting on or press conference. I don't know what you call it these days. For students that will be coming up this Monday at 1 o'clock. I'm emailing you guys a lot of information from the district coronavirus information page webpage to next week's schedules. I did provide those meetings also on there. I also providing you guys other informations too, so that you can keep if necessary on that. Um, okay, so I want to say congratulate everyone that we are in our second finish our second week of summer session one. Congratulations on that. I don't think Dave is taking any more students. I'm not sure how his roster looks like, but I'm in those meetings, so I think they're having issues with getting people in classes. So he's been checking every day. Uh, um, so I put the student ID numbers for those meetings on for the week on the schedule, and we are meeting every week at 10 a.m. But I also want you guys to think about summer session two, and I am gonna each press conference now on. I will be announcing these classes. The plan on taking if you are planning on taking summer session two, let us know. It is Kin 50 that will start on July 20th, 2020 for August 23rd, 2020, Monday through Thursday. But Lewis Jones is going to be teaching that class, and that section number is 12078. That class will provide time will be 1045 110, between 10:45 to 1:10 in the afternoon. You must have a PIN number to join that class, and that PIN number won't be provided to you guys until the weekend before that class starts, which is a weird system. Uh, and uh, and you must be cleared with paperwork, medical, and registration, and the SSD office we'll let you guys know what needs to be provided. We have wonderful assistants. I'm one of them, but also Monique Pacheco. She's a wonderful woman. She works with the SSD office. Um, she will give you more information on what you guys need. Brian Melbaum, who's our sports information director and specialist, and he's one of our assistants. He'll be helping out. Chris Maddox is also another assistant you could talk to with them. They're all work with the SSD office. With they work from home online with Korean Cafe. Um, so they will provide you all the information what SSD office is doing. There's other assistants and counselors. If you need to talk to Dave Green, he's available online too. So I think pretty much me and Dave give you all the information what we learned from the meeting. So that's what we do. Um, so that's the story. As of the Abilities Club meeting those days, that will be determined later date on that. Maybe in a few weeks we'll give you an update on that, but I'll have to talk to Dave about that. I'm thinking about. I don't know what you guys think about this. I'm going probably if Lewis doesn't do a Zoom meeting. How about I be hosting a workout happy hour? I'm more love to do that. What you guys think about that? Let me know on that because I love to do that in the summer session too. Have a Zoom happy hour workout. So let me know on that. If Lewis is not doing that, doing a Zoom meeting, and he's just going to go straight to cameras and all that. But I would love to invite Lewis Jones to our Zoom meetings. Maybe I'll talk to Dave Malice about that this week about that. Um, if you're planning on taking the Adaptive Fitness Center class in the fall, I will be providing that information hopefully in the next week. But it is online on our lavc.edu webpage. If you just clicked on schedule and catalogs, it's on there. All the information's on there. So if you're planning on doing that, please let us know on that. Athletics is in full spring of their Zoom meetings, workouts. It's they just completed their first week of that, so congratulations on that. Hopefully, we get back to campus on what to train, but it's up to our the CCCAA board of directors, which they are having a meeting on July 17th. So we're not allowed to be on campus until after July 17th, as of right now, but it's subject to change. So Everything's subject to change. So, if you're interested in women's aquatics, water polo, swimming, diving, please contact me, and I will. Our coaches know about that. If it's women's soccer or softball, let me know about that. If it's baseball, let me know, and also Dave Malice, let him know too. Um, I want to update you guys on the COVID-19 situation, the statistics. This was as of 7 o'clock last night, the last 24 hours. The last 48 hours it spiked up, but a little improvement on the last 24 hours. So I want to update you that today the World Health Organization is reporting 9,000. Well, no, I'm sorry, 9,875,324 confirmed total cases. That is a 1% increase in the last 24 hours, and that is stable. The recovery numbers are 4,827,335 total recovered cases. That's a 2% increase, and that's stable. The sad news I'm about to report to you: the total deaths of people, 496,370 total deaths. That's a 2% increase, and that is stable. So as of right now, the United States, and I'll be checking these numbers every day, much as I can. In the United States, statistics of the COVID-19 is 2,523,374 total cases, confirmed cases. That's a 2% increase. It's a increase of 1% as the last 24 hours. The total recovery numbers went spiked up. Is 744,256. That's a 6% increase. It's a 1% increase since the last 24 hours. The total deaths in the United States is 127,144. That's an 8% increase, and that is stable. California, 206,697 confirmed cases. A little bit better to the last 48 hours. That's a 6% increase. It did decrease 3% the last 24 hours. The total deaths in California is 5,809 people. Total deaths, 5,809 people. That's an increase of 2%. The last 24 hours, it's been stable. San Luis Obispo, last 40 hours did get a spike in the total confirmed cases. That is a 500. It's total 508 confirmed cases. That's a 3% increase. That's a decrease of 7% the last 24 hours. And then one death was reported. Total death was reported, but that's an increase of 1%. But it's been like that the last few weeks, so that it's been stable, but it's no new deaths have been reported since that in the San Luis Obispo County area. Uh, Kern County has spiked a little bit. It's reported 4,300 total confirmed cases. That's a 2% increase, but that's been stable the last 48 hours. the last 24 hours. I'm sorry. We did see an additional 1% of one death was reported in Kern County last 24 hours. It's now 65 total deaths in Kern County. That's an increase of it, still an increase of 9%, but that has been stable the last 24 hours in Kern County. San Bernardino has seen a spike the last 48 hours, San Bernardino County, but the total confirmed cases is 11,290. That's a 2% increase and it's been stable. Total deaths in San Bernardino Valley is 248. That is a 5% increase, but that's been stable and there's no death in the last 24 hours reported in San Bernardino County. Santa Barbara County has reported 2,712 confirmed cases. That's a 1% increase. That's been stable the last 24 hours. 28 total deaths reported in Santa Barbara. That's a 4% increase total, but that's been stable the last 24 hours, and no new deaths have been reported. Ventura County has reported 2,336 total confirmed cases. That is a 1% increase. That has been stable the last 24 hours. 44 Ventura County reported 44 total deaths. That's a 6% increase. That has been stable, but no new deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours. Los Angeles County is reporting 93,366 confirmed total cases. That's a 3% increase. That's stable the last that's been stable the last 24 hours. Los Angeles County also reported 3,269 total deaths. That's a 1% increase, and that's stable in the last 24 hours. Orange County is reporting 11,960 total confirmed cases. That's a 2% increase. That has been stable the last 24 hours. 300 Orange County is reporting 323 total deaths. That is a 6% increase. That is also an increase the last 24 hours of 2%. Riverside County is reporting 15,643 total confirmed cases. That is a 2% increase. That has stabled. It's been stable the last 24 hours. Riverside County also reporting 438 confirmed total deaths. That is a 3% increase and an increase of 1% the last 24 hours. San Diego County is reporting 12,401 confirmed cases. That is an increase of 2%. That has been stable the last 24 hours. San Diego County also is reporting 358 deaths. That is an increase of 1%. And that's been stable the last 24 hours. The last county, the California state of California is watching on the watch list is Imperial County this week. They are reporting 5,838 confirmed cases. That is a 1% increase, but it also is a decrease the last 24 hours, which is an improvement, is 1% last 24 hours. But 73 Imperial County is also reporting 73 total deaths. That's a 1% increase. But it's stable and it's no new deaths reported the last 24 hours in that county. So we'll keep an eye on the statistics in Southern California. There's certain counties they're on the watch list right now because of that. So, anyways, anything else? Oh, let's get an update on what's going on. And has not released a permission to have us resume baseball and soccer fields to be open. So that's gave us an idea of I wanted to cancel the Ventura County Pirates and Ventura County Buccaneers season a few weeks ago, but we gave it another shot at it to see what was going to happen. Well, our baseball director, we have the answer today. The director of baseball operations of those organization of baseball and the general manager, and I don't know if the league's going to shut down its operation, but I don't know what they're doing. But our baseball team, and we will be not defending our summer baseball championship for the Ventura County Pirates this year. The Ventura County Buccaneers will not resume its 2020 season. We decided to cancel our 2020 season, which is a bummer because we would love to have baseball in the summer for our club team, but they are. This decision was made on June. Actually, June 22nd was a decision to make, and this email came to me the next day. So we were discussing in our previous meetings the various options we can do, but saying that as we discussed in the meeting, we simply don't believe the quality baseball will be provided for our players this summer, which because of the risk and sacrifice we're gonna made. We are looking forward to defending our title of as the SBL champions and making another big splash in the upcoming season. Another big splash in the upstart GCCL, but unfortunately, it looks like the GCCL will be canceling operation due to the lack of availability in facilities. While the SBL appears to eager to press on and play games at any cost, such costs they're not agreeable to us. Uh, I I don't think they will allow the league to continue. I mean, unless they're going to crown a new champion this year, but I don't think they were going to allow the Pirate. I mean, to me, it's sad that we're not going to have baseball season in the summer, but I doubt that all leagues are going to allow it because of the availability. No baseball field is going to be allowed to be playable, especially park baseball fields. So, but I don't think that it's going to happen. So I think SBL is going to cancel their season, but I don't know if Vic has this idea that they wanted to play at Jay Littleton Field in Ontario, which is a park field, and that, I don't think those parks are going to be allowed to do that, and that's in Orange County. But I don't think they're going to allow them to do that because especially that playing field situation last time I've been there. They're also GCCL is not going to allow to suspend. They're going to cancel that season. I think the SBL is going to follow suit, but I guarantee you that we will be defending our title in 2021. So, at any cost, but such costs were not agreeable to us. Lacking a home field since Valley College is not renting field any our field, or Pope Field has not granted us the permits, and they're not willing to work to, and we were not willing to be road warriors. So that means um, we would play all our games at Pope Field in July and August, but it sounds like that the county and the government is not going to allow us to play because they're not going to reopen uh, baseball and soccer fields in the parks. Now the parks are open for exercise only, but and golf and all that other stuff, but I don't think they're going to allow us to open it right now. So, and the way we saw or heard that Pope Field was actually still maintained their. I think they made it better, but it's to the point that the county and government will not allow us to practice or get onto the field. So it's best that we just cancel our season, and then we will retry to we will revisit this in 2021. So I'm saddened to hear to announce that we will be canceling our 2020 season, and we'll making plans on having a summer baseball season for the club teams in 2021 when everything is situated. Playing numerous games in San Marino, San Diego, and maybe Orange County without fans, without suitable pregame warm-up times and facility, all above the confidence the rest of the league that will take serious COVID-19 safety protocols we propose, which is should be they will follow suit on that, but you never know with these club teams. It was a difficult decision to make, but it's doing the right thing isn't it is doing the right thing always the good thing. Isn't always the easy thing to do. I think that we all have passions and dedication of watching baseball and playing and working with baseball in the summer was the best thing to do. But taking a vacation summer vacation also is also a good thing too, or working out also, and getting everything situated for next season also is the best idea too. We will be working with you guys again in the future, hopefully in 2021. Awkward, Brian Milma, who is our director of baseball operations, sent this out. So, um, thank you, Brian, for sending me that information. And I look forward of working with you guys next season. Um, but that is the situation we are dealing with right now. So I am unfortunately going to that program. Some updates for you guys on, well, for our president. I'll tell you what his update was yesterday, but on Wednesday he sent out an email update. It says, "Dear Monarchs, over the past month, I had a pleasure joining the Black graduation celebration, Labrador graduation celebration, respiratory therapist conviction, nursing virtual pinning ceremony, hoodie ceremony, and of course our own Valley graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. Following a couple of difficult months, these events were rewarding opportunities to celebrate our students, their cost and their goals and their accomplishments. Sorry, and how to all have touched their lives, having a profound impact. Thank you again for everything you do." Another thing we talked about, another update, I also had a benefit of participating to call to action on racism on the 12th. This was exceptionally well done, and I need to express my appreciation for everyone who worked to make it happen. It was great beginning to some important work. I appreciate the effort to develop an action plan to move us forward in addressing racism. Please keep an eye out for more information over the summer of these efforts. I also have a few updates with you as well. We have an EOC ICC, the District Emergency Operations Center, and the College Incident Command Center will have continued their work and previously have mentioned that plans were developed by ICC and EWEC for classes are able to resume on campus. The first phase of these plans is done. The focus is on the 6 classes we're not able to complete in the spring. Although not many classes still needed to complete, the plans are complex and improved to ensure the safety of students and staff. These classes may be able to continue as early as July through a certain date that hasn't been set. The next thing we will work on plans for other classes that cannot be offered online. I would expect that the number of classes will remain relatively small, even though there may only be a small number of classes in person, but the amount of activities that will need to go into plan will be significant to assure everyone's safety. The district EOC had developed policy for equipment loans to employees, athletics, child development centers, and community service. New safety advisories and protocols were also developed. You can access of all of these at www.lavc.edu/coronavirus/faculty updates.aspx. I'm actually going to those send those on by email what those are recommending. Please take a few minutes to review them. Other policy is in the works for heart and convert classes. I expect this one to come out in a few weeks, in the coming weeks or months. So we'll see how those transpire. So I'm sending the stuff that was recommended in the emails and I got and the the uh, the what I saw in the coronavirus information page in the district. So I'll send all those information by email. The budget. Tuesday morning, very early, a budget bill was released following successful negotiation between the Assembly and Senate leadership and the governor. Overall, the bill maintains overfunding levels, limiting the major cuts that were in the May revise and replacing them to significant deferrals. This is a great news. We're expecting a vote on the bill this week, and the governor has to sign it within a week or so. So I should caution that there will be expectation created that an adjustment to the budget will be made in August once the tax receipts were finalized. Nonetheless, we now this is a great news, and I have more information on what the president said on Thursday regarding that. So um, I'll have more updates on that, more details on that in a little bit. But federal judicial news. Last week, we received good news on two important fronts. A federal judge approved a temporary injunction for the lawsuit we joined against U.S. Department of Education on restrictions that were placed on who can receive CARES Act funding. These injunctions now allows us to move forward with important funding for some of our vulnerable students. Also, the Supreme Court ruled to block the Trump administration from ending the Deferred Actions of Childhood Arrival policy, which is called DECA. This is another important ruling for many members of our committee. Neither of our issues are likely to be completely resolved, but the news is really important and welcome. Access to campus is previously updates. I provide some detailed information about procedures for accessing campus. I want to provide a reminder to contact uh, your department chair or your supervisor. Then they have to contact the dean prior to coming to campus, wearing face coverings or masks when in public areas or near other employees. That's required, and if it's necessary, please maintain a social distancing. If it's a stranger on campus you don't know, please maintain a social distance, or social physical distance. I'm sorry, and face covering if it's optional. Also to wear gloves, also if necessary. If you know the person, you don't need to do all that, but I recommend you wear a face covering if necessary. Also, let your uh, department chair know that you're on campus. Your supervisors or somebody that lets you into the building, please let them know. But also important that you check in with the sheriff's department because they need to log in. They need to um, log in and log out of that building. So I recommend that you park in front of the campus because they send a command post on that in that area. If it's the trouble of getting through there, let us know, and then you could park in that area. But it is off limits to access back of the campus. But I'm not sure how that's working out. So I know that's been blocked off, but I know people have been sneaking on campus. So I remind people not to do that because that can spread the COVID-19 in a way if somebody gets on campus, sneaks on there. But use common sense when you access the campus. Please call the sheriff's department and let them know. So uh, the constructions, it's been doing good. They President Gribbons walked through the campus, especially. I'll tell you more details about that in a minute. But progress on continues on many construction projects on campus. The Ally Health building is completed. The LACCD build is now progressing awarding bids for a lab portion of the building. The ADA works will be completed next week with the South Gym. So the South Gym construction is completed, but I think they're expecting that next week. Shelter in place door locks are being replaced for first space in classrooms and labs. These phases are expected to be completed in August. The design for Academic Complex 1 and Academic Building 2 are continuing, and we will have new buildings on Burbank Boulevard. They're supposed to have a park next to it so you can eat lunch next to those buildings. So that's still continuing in talks. Those two buildings are future transform our campus. Thank you, Bugs, that continue to work on these projects. There's also uh, there will be a little park that you could eat your lunch next to those buildings. That is in progress of that. That will be on Ethel and Burbank side. Um, I don't think there's plans of putting more parking in there, but you never know on these projects. So, bungalows demolition is completed. So it's just mulches and scraps. There, the fencing is off. They took the fencing off, so they're putting, or they recommend that you don't go near those areas until they complete it. So, and the campus is closed anyway, so nobody's expected to be there anyway. So, enrollment. My last update was related to enrollments. Demand remains very strong. Summer head counts and enrollments are both up double digits. Head count is about 11%, and enrollments are up 17%. The numbers are district wide. For Valley, numbers are especially strong. I remain convinced that this is results of tireless efforts to ensure we progress our goal of access, and thank you on that. I wanted to close out the Thursday's update with an expression of my thanks and appreciation again to everyone working hard, including students, faculties, and staff. These are challenging and heavy times, but please do your best to find some time to rest and recover. And let me know if there's anything I could do to provide more support. Be safe and be well, Dr. Grimmins. And that was his update on Thursday. Um, Now for Friday's update, which I got to listen before I did this press conference. He took a walk Friday around campus. It's a little different than it was before we shut down everything. He took around. It's a little different where it was when you guys were there last time. Um, Everything is completed. Little different look you're gonna see when once you guys come back to campus. Um, we The fencings are off by the planetarium. All bungalows are teared down. Just mulch and maybe some wood, building woods, some scraps, but they're expected to clean those at any time in the coming weeks or so. But it won't be there by the time you guys are back anyway. So it'll be looking different. So there's gonna be some buildings being put up and designed on there. There also gonna be a park. The last meeting I went to, there will be a park where students and faculties can sit down and eat lunch. And then I don't think there was rumors about putting parking there, but I believe that was canceled. I'm not 100% sure about that, but you never know with these built construction crew built communities. So stay tuned for those ideas and updates on those. But it's going well. It's going to be a different look when you guys come back. Um, Dr. Grimace took a walk around campus. So it's a different story what we experienced a few months ago. So equality and um, guided pathways. Our goal is for our enrollments to get up to 25% or more. Uh, and that we are almost to that goal. I'm thinking in the fall we will have more percentage or next year. So hopefully, right now our enrollment summer is 17% or more. As of right now, we're waiting on more numbers that's coming in, which that will be in the coming weeks when summer session 2 comes up. Um, but hopefully in the fall. If not, then hopefully in the winter next year in 2021, which is winter semester and spring semester. Hopefully we'll be back on campus by then, but we'll see how that goes. Question was brought up about Chromebooks. People are still not have received Chromebooks. You guys should have gotten an email from the district about the Chromebooks, but there it was a meeting yesterday, and I don't have the update of that meeting about when the next distribution of Chromebooks will be released. They were supposed to do it in summer or in the fall, so there we're gonna get an update. Our district IT guy, Mark Henderson, was supposed to get an update with the vice chancellor on that, and hopefully sometime this week or upcoming week we will get an update on that. But I am going to send that information what the district put on their website on the coronavirus page. So I'll send that guy out to email out to you guys in a few hours about that. So I'll send that attachment to you guys. But also, Dave also mentioned that he asked Dave Green in the meeting about that, and they're he said they weren't going to be disturbing any computers, but but that has changed the last 48 hours. So we'll see how that goes. Grades. Posting the instructors are asking questions to the president about grades. There was talks about you could do it off of Canvas, but that hasn't been the case. Some instructors been doing that, but they've been having issues with Canvas about that. So I recommend instruct faculty and staff, if you're doing posting grades, do it off of your SIS or your district portal, to make it issues on that. If you still have problems with that, please contact your administrator, your dean or administrator for admissions or records, or anybody that admissions records, or anybody that knows, uh, anybody that you know that recommends you to do that. So email somebody, maybe admissions or records, or administrator, or maybe Dr. Gribbins. Dr. Gribbins will probably look into that or give you an answer on that. There was a question on Friday about the Wi-Fi situation, about faculty and students coming to campus, about doing Wi-Fi off of the parking lot. That means that we will have to open those restrooms to do that. They were recommending not to come to campus using the Wi-Fi, but in the coming weeks, we're going to have to revisit that to use the Wi-Fi situation, and that will be coming up. That meeting's coming up in a few weeks, so the president's going to give you updates on that in the coming weeks on that. So, and that is my update. That's Dr. Griffin's updates on that on Friday. We do have some updates on the cleaning of our buildings. The last time I update you on this, and I'm going to update you on it right now. I'm not going to go through all the lists unless it's something Mike Lee's office typed in. And maybe I should update you on everything, because that's what I should do, because they're replacing all the door locks. So the math science building, the cleaning is complete and the construction has been completed on that. But the door lock replacement is that has been. They're going to replace those doors on July 8th, but they're going to look at it on July 9th. The Business Journalism and Emergency Service Training Building, that has been completed by the Emergency Service Training Building. So those doors have been replaced. The Business Journalism Building, those doors are going to be replaced. Those locks and doors have been being replaced on the 6th of July to the 8th of July, and it's going to be looked at it on the 9th. The question came up on Friday's President's Update meeting was, what about keys? Do we need to require new keys? I think that question needs to be revisited next week, because of certain buildings need to have new keys and all that. So ask the president next week about that. I think he's going to send an email to Mike Lee's office, or Mike Lee, about that. So The engineering building is also completed. With everything except for the doors will be replaced. The locks of the doors will be replaced on the July 9th, and they have to expect it on July 10th. So, behavior science student union and foreign language building has been completed. The replacement for the doors for foreign language. Um, so, student union and foreign language behavior science already been replaced, but the foreign language has to be replaced on the 20th of July and the 21st of July, and they will expect that on the 22nd. The library and the reading center and that building and the music building, that music building will be replacing their doors, locks of their doors on the 31st of July to August 3rd. Um, that's when they're gonna expect those. The library academic resources, and that's the music building. I'm sorry. The library and the academic resources. So the offices, everybody who's involved with the library building and the academic resources, that's going to be those doors will be locked. Those door locks will be. They're going to lock the. They're going to replace those locks on the doors of that building on July 30th, and they're going to look at it on July 31st. North Gym, Planetarium, Community Service Center, uh, that has been completed. Everything's completed except for the doors. They're going to replace the locks on those doors. In the North Gym mock up, they are mocking up is completed. So the North Gym has completed the door lock replacement. The planetarium is going to be replacing their the locks on their doors on the 9th of July and expected on the 10th. South Gym has been completed, but it's an ongoing construction with the South Gym women's and men's restroom and CCD work. That is supposed to be completed by next Tuesday, next week. So we'll keep you updated on that. But South Gym has replaced their locks this week. So that is going to be completed next week. The Ally Health Science Building, which they worked on, that be determined on the weekends, but that still has to. They haven't really completed that area. It's only 85% complete. They still need to complete the hallways in the offices. So the door lock replacement for the Ally Health Science Building is this week to July 2nd, and they're going to expect that on the 6th of July. Student services, they completed that. The door lock replacement self student service center is on the 8th of July, and they're going to look at it on the 9th of July. Humanities, Theater Arts, and the Mac building, they all completed the cleanings and construction on that. The issue with those buildings are July 15th through the 17th. The humanities are going to be replacing the doors of the lock of the doors, and they're going to expect that on the 20th. The theater arts are going to replace the door locks on the 29th of July, and they're going to inspect that on the 30th. Now, the Mac building is a new building, so they don't need to, it's not required to really replace the locks on the doors on the Mac building. So we haven't heard anything about the Mac building replacing the locks of the doors. Ally Health building, which will be completed, it has should have been completed, but there's some issues came up on the Ally Health building because of the construction. So that should be completed by next week, hopefully. All they need to do is hallways and offices. So we'll see how that goes. The ACA building should be completed next week. The second floor is completed, 75% completed. The first floor is 90% completed. The replacement for administration building is going to, for the doors of that building, the lock of the doors, that's expected to be released. That's going to be conducted on July 21st through the 23rd. And they're going to look at it on the 24th of July. Theater arts is to be completed by June 26th. There was some delays of cleaning because of the protests. The door lock replacement for theater arts will be the 29th of July and expected to be completed on the 30th. The Art TV Motions Child Development Center buildings, that has been delayed a little bit. The art building is going to be cleaned through the 26th through the July 7th. So it's in the progress right now. Child Development Center will be cleaning from right now until the July 14th. Those report the replacement of the locked doors of the locks of that art building will be July 29th and expected to be completed on the 30th. The door lock replacement for the motion picture building, the new motion picture building, I'm sorry, July 30th. It'll be expected on the 3rd of August. So, that's on TV and motion building. Sorry on that. The bungalows for B on bungalow 85 and 83. That is to be determined on the cleaning. But door lock replacement bungalows for 85 and 83, and that is already been done already. The campus center building, which is 1, 2, and bungalow 2, that cleaning has been completed. The door lock for replacement building campus center 1, 2, and bungalow 2 is expected to be in progress on July 28th and expected to be done by the 29th. The FRC building is to be determined. The door lock replacement for that will be July 29th. Completed on July 30th. The cleaning is going to take place on that on the 20th right now until the 14th of July. So that is the update as of right now. I should have another update in a few days on how the progress is going. So I'll keep this update sheet just in case I don't get one for next week. So, and I don't have another up. I don't have other emails that came to me. Um, oh, one update. We had a Zoom online open mic event. Yesterday, a couple of days ago. It went well. 15 people showed up on that meeting. We need to do a better job. Our next open mic, we're going to do a better job of promoting and sharing open mic flyers to other people. I'm going to start emailing people, um, and sharing that to our class. Make sure you guys do that because we wanted to have more people in that event, but um, that's I'm trying to, but maybe the timing was off a little bit. People had other stuff going on, so I'm going to malice about seeing if the president and all that can come to our meeting, those events too. So that's what it is. So that I'm done with my updates on the my update on this today. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I don't know anything about athletics. That's the top meeting that's happening on July 17th. So I'm waiting for that information to come in. Um, any questions, comments, or concerns? Remember, you can email me that your questions, comments, and concerns. I'll check those emails. That will be coming up soon, hopefully. So I'll wait a little bit on the emails or questions. All right. I don't see a question on here on the live chat. Remember, you guys could do a live chat on here the next press conference, or you could type something on my live chat, and I'll try answer that. Keep an eye out on that, or answer it. Or if I don't get to that, if you email it to me, that question or comment, I'll try to reply to that on my next press conference. My next press conference will be Tuesday. unless something comes up, I'll email it to you guys. But my my main press conference will be Tuesday night, and then Friday night before the happy hour. So hopefully you guys can tune in and subscribe my YouTube channel. It's at Brother Joe Hernandez. So I love to have the support. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. If you guys are coming on tomorrow on here, I will be on here doing my ministry. So talk to you soon. Have a great weekend, and we hope to talk to you soon. Bye.